Let's talk about love and jealousy. When there's a love, sometimes all of a sudden, it seems like love seems to be a very suffering experience, because sometimes when you love someone, you feel jealous towards them. You don't want to see them with anyone else but you. You want them to only look at you. But love shouldn't be like that, right? That's what the mind thinks. True love is letting go. True love is to go with the flow. It's just to be aware of who you are and be aware of how that person makes you feel. And whatever feelings arise, it's all good. Even jealousy. Just feel the emotion within your mind and notice that there'll be a gap between your true self and the mind that is feeling those emotions, good or bad. You will notice that you can actually look at those emotions from your awareness. Like you can actually look at it, disengage it, try not to engage with it. Try not to suppress it, but look at it from a safe distance. There will be a distance between your awareness, you being aware of the present moment of everything around you, and those mind, those emotions inside your head. Even though it seems like it's something so real, it seems so real, it seems like that is who you are. Most of the people identify themselves with those thoughts and emotions and feelings, engage it, get into the details of it, when you can actually live an effortless life and go with the flow. This will lead you to a place of happily ever after, that all the tales, fairy tales even, told you since you were young. Happily ever after is not when a prince and a princess get married, get to be together at the end of the story, and that's the end. Happily ever after is actually when you realize that there is no good and bad experience in the world. You might expect something to happen. You might expect your love to last forever, to get married or to not get divorced. But in reality, those events are sometimes better than the event that is deemed as good, because in reality there is no good and bad. So it's okay to expect something, but just be aware that you are expecting something from the place of mind. But the place of awareness, the place of pleasant moment. Won't expect anything and just be with the present moment and let life reveal itself. Let the self do the work, and you can just sit and relax. Go with the flow, whatever happens, happens. You don't have to get wound up in a negative emotion loop. You don't have to be positive. You don't have to be anything. Just be. Just be. Don't have to do anything. Just feel the love in your heart. And now you will feel the most fulfilled than you ever felt before. Because this is actually what you are seeking. When you seek for love, this is what you are looking for. But sometimes it seems too easy for the mind, so it cannot understand that this is all it's want. This is all it wants. Just feel the love as long as you possibly can. This is actually what you are looking for. You will notice that it will feel better than when you realize it. Your partner validates you, or the boy or the girl that you like validates you. You will not be fulfilled like this. Those are pleasures. Those last for not more than 10 minutes. But the love for yourself that you can feel by yourself, it lasts forever. You can come back to it any time. This is what you are looking for. So when you realize that love exists within you, those feelings, jealousy, envy, any other uncomfortable feelings, or even the comfortable one. Those are just the outer layer. Those feelings arise whenever you engage in trying to seek love from the outside of you. You feel jealous because you're trying to find the love from other people. But you don't realize that love exists within you. So when you seek for love from the outside of you, you will misunderstand that love doesn't exist yet because you are still seeking it. So you are in the stage of constantly looking for love because you don't know it already exists, so you are looking for it. And the act of looking for love, that's the pain. It's not the love itself that caused the pain. It's the act of looking for love from the outside when it actually exists within you already. Because internal is external. Internal is everything. You are everything. So when you don't feel the love, your surroundings, your world is also lack of love because it reflects your internal. So whenever you feel the jealousy, observe it. Notice the distance between your awareness, your being, and the feeling of jealousy. Notice the distance, notice those feelings being at distance, at safe distance, and just observe it. Ask yourself, to whom does those jealousy feelings arise? The answer would be to me, to the mind. Your thoughts arise within your mind. Your thought has never left you. Your thought has never left you to other people. It happens within your mind. So those thoughts arise within your mind. Those thoughts is talking to your mind. Those thoughts, who is singing it? It's your mind that is singing those thoughts. And just let that answer sing within you. Now, when you notice your mind, you might already feel that the jealousy is already being forgotten for a minute because you are thinking of your mind right now. And then you can go further and ask, who is behind the mind? Who am I? Because you can look at the mind. So who's the subject? Who is the looker? Because you can look at the mind, therefore you are not the mind. Who is looking at the mind? And then the answer is, of course, the pure awareness. Pure awareness is just you being present. It's just you. Doesn't have form, doesn't have any description, doesn't have words to describe it. Really, it's not even emptiness. It's just when you are aware. When you are aware, you are being present. And that's just who you are. You're just the observer of the world. You're not the mind. You are not the mind. You're not the thoughts. You're not anything. You're just an observer, Play the role of an observer or an awareness. Be with the flow. Let go of anything that is not you, like your thoughts, your jealousy, your partner. It's all outside of you, and it's all reflects your inside. So what's really matter is your internal, your awareness. When the mind is full of love from the awareness is the place of love, gratitude. That's your nature. Your nature is true happiness, love, gratitude. Your nature is not any uncomfortable thoughts or feelings. Let your mind be influenced by your true nature, which is the awareness. And when that happened, you will recognize that jealousy is not you. And all you have to do is just remind yourself like this whenever the feeling of jealousy arises. Your old patterns, your old habits of being jealous might arise every time something is triggering you. Just try to be aware and recognize those feelings and talk to yourself before react to the situations. So this means that it's not that you are dealing with your partner, you control your partner not to do anything that makes you jealous. You control your partner to only look at you. That is not the solution, because you will be constantly chasing, controlling even more and more. It will never stop. What will actually stop the jealousy is to be aware that it comes from inside of you. It comes from you. Just let go. When you love yourself enough, it will not be that hard. So to control the outside is not the solution. You will notice everything will be much better when you dealing things by just being aware, dealing things by doing nothing. Just be aware. Try to remind yourself who you really are. That's all that matters. Sometimes you might understand this concept, but then you forget about it. Just keep reminding yourself until you are 100% being aware, and that's when your life will change. It changes. Thank you for listening. Please stay present for the rest of the day.